Hello, I'm back to make an update to my handicap video. There's some important things I forgot to say about it. I've been an eBay seller since 2001, and I go to the post office several times a week. My local post office has probably about 18 parking spots, 4 of which are designated for, of course, privilege. Anyway, handicap. I pull in there one day just to drop off a couple little packages I had. I was sitting on my seat, and there was no place to park except for one parking spot was a handicap. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to pull in here, and I'm just going to run these in there. Not even a minute probably. By the time I reach over on the seat to grab those packs, I got somebody pounding on my driver's glass. I roll my window down, and there's this guy with this nasty attitude. He's giving me a lecture about parking in handicap spots. And I said to him, I'm a customer. I said, there's no place to park. This was open. I said, I'm using it to drop these packages off. I said, this handicap parking is nothing but a fraud. 90% of the people are frauding it. I said, all I'm going to do is run in here. I thought at first we were going to get in a confrontation, and then I realized, well, this shouldn't be too hard because this guy's handicapped. He's parked in a handicap spot. Didn't look handicapped to me, though. Didn't look handicapped at all. But he's giving me a lecture about it. But anyway, the amount of time that I spent talking with this guy for him to give me a lecture about handicap parking, I could have been in that post office, dropped my package off, and been gone. I spent more time talking to him. But this is what these people, this is what the entitlement crowd, okay, this is part of the entitlement crowd. I have no problem with handicap parking except for the fraud, okay, and it's being frauded. And anybody thinks it's not subject to fraud is doesn't have a brain in their head. If you think everybody that's pulling them handicap spots deserves that, then you know what? I have nothing else to say about you as a human being, as an individual. Anyway, there was a couple years ago, might even been last year. I'm sitting in the Kroger's parking lot, and my wife went in the store. And I'm sitting there, and I always back in so I can keep my eye on the lunatics that's coming by, see what they're up to. And anyway, this car, there's handicap parking here to the left, like 3 or 4 spots here, and it's like this car pulls in, the car goes up, and he parks over here to the right of me. So I'm watching this guy get out of this car. And he's got those, I don't know what you call them. He's got them braces that go around with walking sticks on both. And he's having a hard time getting out of this car. And his legs are like, crippled or something. He's having a very hard time walking. And I'm looking at this guy thinking, why aren't you parking in handicap? And there's a woman that pulls in a nice, I don't know if it was a Cadillac. It was a nice, expensive car. She pulls in, gets out, shuts the door, walks into that store like nothing's. And I'm thinking, it brought me back to my time about the incident at the post office, because I'm thinking, I'm supposed to respect something, okay, that's being disrespected for probably 90% of the people that's using it. I wouldn't be afraid to say that that's a very close estimate of what's going on here. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if nobody likes this. That's too bad. I go by what I see, what I witness. I don't go by yakety-yaks online telling me stuff. I go by what I actually see. And when I make videos about stuff, it's about things that I've seen, things that I've experienced. About somebody that's going to tell me something because they want my money for a subscription or something. But anyway, I had to update that because I had forgotten about this, because there's so much content to make videos about. It actually makes your head spin. I mean, it does. I'm like nonstop thinking. It's like, oh, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? Like, you know what? It doesn't take long to figure out something to put on here next. Oh, trust me, I got one coming up again too soon. I'll be making it here in a little bit. Thank you.